I think there's an interesting development in the UK with the customer duty of care, um, because embedded in that is an idea of fairness and value, and what's actually value being delivered, and does that customer understand value? Have you any experience of how companies are thinking about that? Like, how are they reflecting on that legislation?
This is something in credit risk which banks today struggle today. And you can ask people, well, it's a difficult one because they won't tell you officially. But let's say, for example, you have a person which is in the really, really edge of the credit risk limit, saying, do I, you're a big bank, do I give this person a credit or not? You say, it's going to default. And then you have a duty of care saying, look, if now the challenge there is, okay, think about the bigger picture. That person really needs the money. So hence is, I'm going to the big bank, I need the money. If you decline it, what's going to happen is that probably you're going to send him a path, which this is their studies and this happens, of, because he needs the money. Yes, you're not going to give it like a good credit because you're a big bank. You actually you pretty much throw into a route of going to a payday one. Now they're less, in the days, payday loan or getting the credit in other risks, which is much harming for the consumer. But the problem here is if you look at the system is now, if you ask me, it's not as a society, and it's a difficult one, by the way. Banks, they really try to be compliant, they have a duty of care, whatever, but it gets very complicated. And in this case, he's saying, yeah, fine, you are okay, but as a society, that person you just send in, by declining, if he was borderline, you just send into a spiral of debt, which is all, there are many studies, which means this person is going to get into a lot of trouble. And so that type of things, to your point here, is a very difficult. And the reason why it's so challenging to legislate and to regulate is because it depends a lot. You can't really force people. The principle base, it gets really complicated.